For the first time in 2 months, we have an ERLC update. Sean says we felt it'd be wrong to call this a summer update, seeing as we're over a month into summer already, but nonetheless, this update is still packed with features. We've got vehicle interiors, fire department tools, new house fires, vehicle trims, and retuning, and lots more. So we're going to take a look at this all in the video. If you do enjoy, make sure to subscribe, and let's get started. So, hopping in game, take a look at this. Now, first thing I'll notice is the skybox. It is so much brighter. I guess it does feel like a summer now. It's definitely got that bright feeling to it. But yeah, it is so much brighter. And here are just a few of the new vehicles my recording team has got spawned in. As you can see, we've got a couple on FD here. We've got some civilian vehicles, a lot of hypercars, I will say. We've also got some modifications as well. Like, take a look at kind of the different customization options between some of these cars. We've got General Lee over here, 2 of them actually in different colors. Got some of the police vehicles as well, DOT vehicles. It's crazy. Look at this truck over there as well. Convertibles. Now that we have interiors, we finally have convertibles in the game. It's crazy. So, and this is just only a fraction of the vehicles. So in this video, we're just going to kind of go through and highlight some of the best. So we're starting off with police, and we're going to go through and highlight some of the new police vehicles. Ollie's got the Mercedes Sprinter van that has an interior over there. So we'll go ahead and spawn that one in as well. I'm curious to check that out, actually. That would be in the recently added, wouldn't it? Yes, the Stuttgart Runner. So this vehicle now has an interior there. We can go and hop out, or hop into the cab, I suppose, and take a look at this. Oh, look at that. Okay, let's go and hop into the back as well. If we just go and take a seat in one of these passenger seats there, and there we go. We're going free cam. I don't think you can actually move around in the back of this van, unlike vehicles like the mobile command truck, but there is an interior in there regardless. And it would be pretty dope to see different variants of an interior, like maybe you can have some holding cells or a people carrier, but that's pretty cool. So we have a couple of seats, I think 3 seats in the back there, if that all adds up, and then 2 seats in the front. Honestly, not a bad model whatsoever. I think that looks pretty clean. So, recruited some of the help from my recording team to actually show you a lot of the PD vehicles instead of going through them one by one, since most of these, or well, all of these are actually pre-existing vehicles in the game, just now with interiors. So as you can see, we've got the Mustang, we've got the Cybertruck. Yep, the Cybertruck has an interior, very basic, but I mean it does the job of an interior. There's even someone playing ERLC on the screen, so careful while driving. We've got the Tahoes, we've got the Crown Victoria replacement, I can never remember the name for that. We've got the van as we saw earlier. Let's just hop in beside Ollie real quick, take a look at the interior. A lot of these are pretty similar in terms of, we have the seats modeled. You've also got the ELS in the windows there, but apart from that, it's, you know, it's a steering wheel and the dashboard. That is pretty much all you really need for the interior. But it's cool. It can open up a load of roleplay opportunities. I can't lie, the Corvette does it pretty dope. You are sitting well down though, barely see the road ahead of you. Nothing really else to say with police apart from the fact that all of them have interiors. Honestly, the more interesting part are the new vehicles on civilian and the customization with those vehicles. So we'll speed on through departments and take a look at that. So moving on to DOT, we have 2 new vehicles, the Velfire Everett Crew Cab and the Street Sweeper. So I won't view the crew cab because this is pretty much the same as another vehicle on Civ, but the Street Sweeper, very basic interior from the looks of it. Yeah, take a look at that. Very, very basic, but it gets the job done. It is a Street Sweeper at the end of the day. Small DOT update. I'm sure DOT fans will be hoping for something bigger in a future update, but there you have it. Now, if I counted correctly, there are 41 civilian vehicles with interiors. Now, some are completely new vehicles, some we've had in the game for years, and others are variants of the same vehicle. So instead of going through all 41, we're simply going to highlight the most interesting, because for the majority, most of the interiors are pretty standard. We've got the Avon Breamman, which is the, well, real-life Audi spawned in here. This was added a couple updates ago. Exterior looks very sleek. Let's take a look inside. We do have 2 sunroofs, which lets in a lot of light. Makes this a very bright interior, which I like. It does seem to be a unique texture, which is quite nice. And we've got some pretty comfortable looking seats here. I do like this car. I think I would definitely use this as a daily driver in game. Right, so up next is the Bullhorn Prancer, and this is a 1969 remodel we got last year. Now, interesting thing here is, as you can see, we have a option to toggle here between standard, Colonel Fields, and Talladega. So there's 3 different models, each at different prices and different stats. So standard is 135 miles an hour, 138, and 149. So there's a very big difference, but also the price almost doubles, actually triples, nearly quadruples. So we have the Talladega, and Ollie has the normal one spawned in, just to kind of compare the two. You can see on the front we've got this added on here, which makes it a lot more aerodynamic, as you can see. Apart from that, it almost looks like the windows. No, I think that's identical, actually. I think it is primarily the front of the car which has changed. And if we both flip on our lights as well, you can see both of them do pop out in their own unique ways, which is pretty cool. Anyways, that isn't all. So what we're going to do is we're going to take both of these cars to the mod shop and show you how you can customize these even further. So obviously we have the 3 different models of standard, Talladega, and Colonel Fields. But not only that, we can head to the mod shop and there are more options for customization. So if we go here into vehicle accessories, we can choose a rear wing, and we can actually add on a rear wing in either black or white. And I think black looks really clean here. The contrast between black and white. We even have a little decal here, Talladega, a little stripe that goes all through the back. Really clean. Really clean. I like that a lot. So you can see we've added the rear wing, and with the standard version of the car, you can add this little stripe here. So you're not able to add the same rear wing, but you are able to customize it a bit more. Things like this are going to make car meet so much more interesting, and I really do hope ERLC continues to add even more customization going forwards, because this is just going to add so much more to the game, so much more variety for the cars you can actually see on the road. I really like this. Last but not least, from the Bullhorn Prancer 1969 is the Colonel Fields edition here. This has a massive antennae on the back. We've got 61 on the side there, and we've actually got the Liberty County flag on the roof there. Colonel Fields written on the side. Imagine bringing this to a car meet. That's going to look so cool. We've also got a little push bar on the front here, and I believe the rest of the vehicle is fairly stock. It does go a bit faster though than the standard variant, so you pay more and you get a bit more. But lovely interior on these things, I can't lie. Look at all the wood trim there. Next up, we're going to take a look at the 1977 Arrow Phoenix. Again, another classic car as part of the Classic Cars Game Pass. But again, this one does have customization and quite a few options. So you can see Ollie actually has one of them here, and you can choose between different roof types. So let's head over to the mod shop and take a look at that. But as you spawn it in stock, it will be converted. Interior wise, it looks like a kind of a metal-ish dashboard. But apart from that, fairly empty. Either way, let's take a look at vehicle accessories and the 3 options we have. We've got open top, which is the one we have. We've got hard top, which is the roof as it was before this update, and the T-top, which is what Ollie had spawned in here. So again, more customization options. You can choose how you set it to. Really cool. Really do like that. And it's nice as well because with this update, we can actually have proper convertibles. So I do hope we can see more vehicles like this coming in the future. There we go, Ollie pulling out the mod shop with the 1 million edition. So if you're in game when ERLC hit 1 million likes, oh, they actually updated that. It's now like a carbon fiber texture. So Ollie's got the 1 million edition. I've got the standard RZR, and we do have a bit of customization on this. Oh yeah, we have a texture on the rear wing now. That's cool, and on the back actually. Yeah, this was all just plain plastic before, but now we've actually got a pretty nice texture on there. So let's go ahead and reverse this in. This is a convertible, as you can see. Pretty chill looking for the summer. Interior is, I quite like this. I think it's a decent level of detail. So let's go and reverse this back in here and take a look. We do have some roof customization options. We can simply have an open roof as we have now, and a Targa roof, I think that is. That is just a standard one essentially with windows on the side there. So on and off. So we've got a completely new car here and multiple variants of it. We've got the standard 2020 Falcon Advance 450. which is a beefy truck, 54,000 with 120 miles an hour top speed. And we also have a Royal Ranch version with 120 miles an hour top speed and $68,000. So Ollie has the standard. I will go ahead and get the Royal Ranch version spawned in. I like the two-tone color. Let's see what would work well with this. Yeah, probably a red. We'll go with red. Oh, look at the body roll on this. Oh, this is going to be fun off-roading. So let's just take a look at the two of these massive trucks. So you can actually see a bit of suspension detail there underneath. Oh, we've even got like suspension and shocks. Oh, I didn't realize they had completely modeled the underside. Usually they don't, but I guess because the vehicle is so high, you can actually see all of that. So that's nice. I didn't realize that. And you can see similar on my truck with a massive extended exhaust pipe there. But let's take a look at the interior anyways. Have a look and see. Pretty nice. I think pretty standard. Massive sunroof is always appreciated. Brings a lot of light into the cab here. And yeah, as Ollie's showing, we can open the tailgate there. And we've got a massive bed to put things in. But yeah, look at the body roll of this car. That's actually kind of crazy. I can't wait to go up higher up park with this thing. So this is a big one here, people. We have one of two new expensive cars in the game. We've got the Falcon Heritage, which was in game before, but it now has an interior. And we've got a track version with double the price. So we're going to go and spawn in the standard here. You can see Ollie flying by in the background there for 620,000. Look at this thing. So this was in game before, but we now have a new track variant, and we have interiors for both of these. So let's take a look at the interior here. Pretty sleek, very low to the ground there. There you go, Ollie doing a bit of a drift there. So this is the track version. Take a look at that there. Completely filled in rims. We've got a massive spoiler on the back there. Look how far that hangs off. Look at this diffuser on the back here as well. The detail. I really like as well how they've now got this kind of carbon fiber texture on all the cars. It makes it look so much better. But look at this thing. There's so many new cars that are going to make car meets more interesting and just even driving around the map, more variety. So yeah, the comparison between the standard and the track version here, nearly double the price. And the interior, pretty similar, I will say. In an upcoming video, I'm going to put all of these cars to the test. The new Bugatti, new Falcon Heritage, and another vehicle, the Rimac, we're yet to review. So we'll get onto that shortly. But yeah, we're going to put these all to the test alongside the Ferrari, alongside the Lamborghini. I guess compare all of them and see which really is the new best car in ERLC. Has the Bugatti finally been dethroned? So we've got the Bronco here, one of my favorite cars in the game. We've got the 2-door and 4-door variants. As you can see, we've got like a little window down here. Take a look at the interior. Very basic, but I guess you got a little window so you can look down. You get a bit more visibility. Yeah, not too much in here. Let's take a look at the 4-door version as well. Yeah, pretty much the same, honestly, but it's nice. I do like this car, and I do hope to see more of these driving around. Oh dear me. Honorable mention goes to the P car, which has in fact received an interior. Quite a spacious interior for what it is. Let's hop in, and yeah, like you've got good ceiling height in here. We've got the steering wheel, and that's pretty much it. So Ollie has the Chevron Captain LTZ, new car to civilian anyways, and yeah, pretty nice. I like the floating or the elevated emblem on the front there, but overall pretty standard car. Over here in the background, I've got the Sumo Reflexion 2022, and it is a new electric car to the game. I feel like I've seen this in real life before. I don't know where, I don't know which car it is, but this is definitely based off of a real life car, that's for sure, especially with all these like two-tone panels here. Sunroof up there, pretty, like the steering wheel looks tiny as a matter of fact. It does look so small, but pretty basic interior. Overall, it's a nice car. I don't know. I feel like some people are going to love this, some people are going to hate this. It does look kind of strange with a lot of the panels being black and white, or I suppose this kind of would be like plastic of sorts, but I don't think it's a bad car. I think it's like a decent family car, I suppose. Right, I've been saving the best for last. As you can see, the Bugatti is no longer the fastest vehicle in game. As a matter of fact, we have an electric vehicle costing $1.65 million that is even faster. 180 compared to 168 miles an hour. Take a look at this thing. So again, it's electric. It's based on the Rimac in real life. And let's go spawn this in a yellow, I think. So let's take a look at the interior here. Ollie's parked up next to me there. It'd be cool if you could move your head in first person. That'd be kind of funny inside the cars, looking outside the window. But anyways, moving back to the vehicle here. We've got these massive wing mirrors to each side. It's not a bad interior whatsoever, I don't think. I think it looks decent. I like the carbon fiber touches on the hood there. I think that looks quite nice. And on the rear, we have some pretty nice brake and reverse lights. So you can see this single reverse light in the center. And then if you take a look at the brake lights, I think if I can put this into drive for a second and then go ahead and brake. There you go. We've got brake lights on the side and then down here at the bottom. We may as well just bring this onto the highway quickly, test the performance of this vehicle. Incredibly fast pickup. Look at this here, 120, 30, 40, 50. Can't even keep up. Goodness me. Right, this is incredibly fast and also has probably some of the best brakes in this game. Let's turn onto the highway here and see if this does actually max out at 180 miles an hour. So 160, 70, we're still going, 180. And I gotta say, this handles incredibly well at high speeds. Okay, ignore that. But the fact that you're able to turn on the highway going full speed is something you're not able to do in pretty much any other car in the game. So this is incredibly good at high speeds, I gotta say. No other car can you go 170 miles an hour round this bend. Yeah, that's actually crazy. What a crazy car this is. So again, in a later video, we'll put this to the test, comparing this to the Ferrari, the Lamborghini, the Bugatti. Do a big race between all of the fastest cars in the game and the tester and moderator exclusive cars. I think that'll be a pretty cool test now that we finally have some faster cars than the Bugatti. Now here at the mod shop, and something I didn't really go over when we were reviewing all of the cars, is more color options. So I've got the GTR here, which by the way has a lovely interior. We'll go ahead and pull into the mod shop now and take a look at all the colors we have. So there are 3 different materials we can now choose from on all civilian vehicles. We've got glossy paint, which is a standard one, basically what we've got on right now. We can choose between metallic paint and matte wrap. So we'll just show you one with metallic paint. I think this would look great on trucks, especially you could give it like a rusty effect possibly. But like, look at this here. So you can see it's shining, but not reflecting. That looks so clean. Could change to like maybe a darker brown or something, or black. Yeah, look at that. And then we go back and we can change to a matte wrap. Imagine driving this around at night. No one would be able to see you. But yeah, this is quite nice because you can now have a wrap on that doesn't have any reflections. So I think some people would like that. But honestly, I'm probably most excited about the metallic paint here. I think this looks so clean. And I think finding the right colors as well could work really nice with this. So it's cool that ERLC are finally slowly adding more car customization options in the form of colors, and some vehicles having different trim options to them. So hopefully we can see this expanded more in the future. ERLC have hired a ton of vehicle modelers, so hopefully in future updates we can see even more vehicles and even more customization options, which I think would be great for the game. Right, so now here on FD, and something kind of small I wanted to show is the fact that Station 1 has received a slight color shift, I suppose you could call it. It's now this darker red, which I think does look good. I wish that bit up there where behind the name was white, because I think that looked a lot better. But either way, the red brick does look quite nice. Not a massive update, but I just thought I would highlight that. Anyways, going to the locker room, we have some new updates to both the SCBA and a new tool, which is the Halogen. We'll show you with the Housefire in a minute. So if we just go and put that on, as you can see, the helmet, much nicer texture, much more realistic. The old one was like 4-5 years old now, so it looks so much better now. And we do have some options as well. We've got the eye shield, the flashlight, turn it on and off. We've got the hood, covers my entire head there. We can put the mask on. Look at that, so much better. And we can also add the full SCBA, which is so much better than before. Look at this. Breathing apparatus, Liberty County. It's so much better. The last one was quite literally just 2 straps, no detail whatsoever. So this is a massive step up in quality. So really cool. Anyways, we'll take that off. We've also got the Halligan here, which you can swipe. We'll show you that using that in the houses in a second, because there is a new mechanic behind that. Right, and whilst we're here, we may as well show you the 2 new vehicle interiors. So yes, FD hasn't got an entire overhaul, but we do have 2 vehicles that have interiors. We've got the command vehicle and the paramedic SUV. So pretty basic, very similar to other teams since it is really just the same model, just on FD. So now I just want to show the new fires, which is only on houses as of right now. I presume it will come to brush fires and other building fires in the future. But if we just do the command, start near firehouse, there you go. As you can see, smoke actually starts emitting from the windows. It's not just coming from the entire building, it's from the windows. Okay, so we pull out the Halligan, we go up to the front door. I may as well actually put my full SCBA on her. Give me a second, SCBA. Perfect, that will protect me from the fires. We go ahead and breach the door there. We've got a nice little animation. That's pretty cool. Prying the door open, and there we go. We are in. And as you can see, the fire spreads around the house. Oh, there you go. Ollie's breaking in the back door. There we go. Burst them open. There we go. The fire's moving up the exterior walls as well. So let's just use the simple fire hose, try and put this out and contain the fire a bit. Again, it'll take a bit of learning to get used to the new mechanics, but I think it's fairly simple. You just point and spray at the actual fire. But yeah, it's definitely a lot more realistic, and you actually have to prevent it from spreading around the house. There we go. Try and prevent the fire from going up to the 2nd floor there, and keep it contained down here on the 1st floor. I'm kind of torn. I like the fact that it's spread out more around the house, but I feel there should be more smoke in the house, and the fires should almost be a bit bigger, I feel like. Either way, it's a step in the right direction, and hopefully we can see more improvements with this in the future. Now, we round up this video with a few small private server settings, which will especially interest European roleplay servers. So if we go to these settings and we go all the way down to the bottom, there is now an option to change the street signs, vehicle speed units, and speed limit signs. So you can change them from imperial to metric. So let's just go and do that on all 3. We all know what the normal ones look like. We'll just go and change all 3 to metric. Let's take a look at some of the signs. So the street names go from white on green to black on white. You can see all of the street signs there and the ones over there as well. The speed signs as well change to this circular design, which is more commonly found in Europe. As well, if we go and grab ourselves a car, the speed at the bottom will now be shown in kilometers an hour instead. So as you can see, instead of topping out at 160, 70 miles an hour, this is going to top out at 270 kilometers an hour. Great update for European servers, and it's great to see that PLC are doing more private server exclusive updates, I suppose. And I hope they add more kind of customization features like this, because that's really cool to be able to choose between the 2 settings. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy. Let me know what you thought about this update in the comments below. And hopefully, with Sean back and kind of things moving forwards with PLC, we do see more updates going forwards, because it has been like 2 months, I think, since the Police Week update. Thank you all to my recording team as well for helping out with the update and the streams leading into this update. It has been a really fun week overall. Subscribe if you haven't yet already, and I'll see you on the next one.